Hi, welcome back to the Becoming Rich podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Monica. This is a space where we are becoming rich in self worth, love, and the life that you truly desire. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I have a new microphone. You can probably tell the quality should be crisp on this audio, on this podcast episode, on this YouTube video. Like it should be so crisp to perfection because I invested in a good one. Okay, I'm so happy. I was just losing my mind with not using my other microphone or not being able to use my microphone, but there's so many layers of like lessons that I was like learning through this like whole process, which we give meaning to everything. Like I could have looked at all of that as like boo hoo, I'm so unlucky. I shouldn't have even said that out loud because words are spells. But like imagine I had this thought that I was unlucky because my camera, I feel like for some reason was not giving me like the quality that I prefer, like the highest quality that it can give me. And my microphone was cutting in and out. Like I recorded whole episodes where the whole thing like basically glitched. And I started to record episodes without even the visual. And I was just using my MacBook microphone, but I just feel like the lesson is that like not everything needs to be perfect. You just need to show up. I actually want to speak to you and share lessons and wisdom that I feel like I have been learning and gaining the last few years. So that's the whole point. It's not about like a pretty background. It's not about like the crispest quality microphone, although I'm so happy to have it. It's just getting the message across. Like that's the whole purpose. I'm just literally like so grateful. I'm so grateful and so happy. Maybe this is actually a good segue into the topic I want to talk about today, which is the pressure of just like constantly improving yourself can be so exhausting. Actually, that is a really good segue because even throughout that experience of really just like life was happening. Like I was moving, so like my whole like setup kind of changed. My microphone stopped working. Like things were just like shifting and things were changing around me. And sometimes, a lot of times, actually all times, you can't control a lot of your experiences, but you can control yourself and how you feel and how you react through them. This whole self development world, which I am obsessed with the self development world. And if you're listening to this podcast, you most likely are as well. But the feeling of constantly needing to improve yourself can feel like you're almost like never there. You're never healed enough. You're never evolved enough. You're not successful enough. You're not productive enough. You're not spiritually aligned enough. That can be so exhausting because then you can get into like a cycle where you're constantly looking for ways to improve, looking for whatever subconscious block you have that's holding you back. So you're actually focused on the negative, you're focused on the lack, and that's taking you out of actually what's going to create the life that you want, which is focusing on the positive and focusing on the desire. I have gone through such a like big perspective breakthrough the last few weeks because I had been going through a little bit of this cycle where I was just so focused on what I felt I didn't have, and that just like gives me such like exhaustion. Like I literally just feel mentally exhausted where I'm like, okay, I'm doing the things, I'm putting in the work, and like I'm not seeing the results. And so then I'm getting frustrated. But when I really like look around, I have so many things that I've prayed for. Like the life that I have, okay, the people that I have in my life, the friends, the family, the relationship, the love. The love that I feel on a constant basis all around me, the love that I have created from within. Obviously that's like the biggest one. Like the safety and the wholeness that I've created from within is like beyond what I had ever experienced before in my past. Mind you, there's layers to all of this, right? I'm not saying that I'm like fully healed and I'm like fully like have all the things that I want in life. Like, of course, you're always actually going to want more. You're always going to strive for a better reality, a higher timeline. And I think that's amazing. That's like literally the point of life is to just like create and have fun in that creation and that expansion. But what's the point of doing that if you're losing sight on what you already have now? If you can't appreciate and feel gratitude in what you have now, you're actually going to have a harder time with attracting the things that you want in your life. Because the secret sauce to attracting is feeling gratitude in what you have now, but even pouring gratitude in the things that you don't already have, which is scripting. Like that's my number one manifestation. Well, not number one, but like I have a few of like my favorite manifestation tools that I do all the time. And scripting is massive because when I script, I'm writing all the things that I'm grateful for that I currently have, as well as showing my gratitude in things that I want to have and what I want to attract. But if you're focused on the lack, you're now actually going to be in the energy of what you don't have. And that's going to bring you down, which is going to bring you out of alignment and out of the frequency of the things that you want. I think that one of the hardest things in the manifestation world and in the self development world is trying to master feeling the feeling before attracting the thing that you want. We feel like we need to have the thing first and then we're going to get the feeling. For example, with money, we feel like once we have money, then I'll feel confident. Then I'll feel grateful. Then I'll feel happy. Then I'll feel at peace. Then I'll feel safe. Then I'll feel free. But that's not how this world works. You have to feel it first, and that's when you'll actually attract what it is that you want. So the reason that you need to feel safe, secure within, that's just what you're looking for. Like when you actually like kind of dig deep into like why is it that you want money? You really just want money for freedom, safety. But if you can feel those feelings now thoroughly, you will align with everything that is going to continue giving you that feeling. That's going to magnetize that feelings, amplify that feeling. If you want to attract a relationship, feel that love and security and safety within now. It's very, money and relationship is very, very similar. It's super like hand in hand because being in a relationship gives you the feeling of safety, which is very similar to money. So when you feel that safety within, when you feel that love within, you're naturally going to attract that relationship that you desire. If you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you want to make yourself smile, you have to smile first. I don't know if it was Marley or it was Bashar. I'm like, was it my coach or was it Bashar? If you don't know who Bashar is, I'm like literally obsessed with Bashar. His name's Daryl, but he channels for an extraterrestrial being from another planet, from another dimension. And his name is Bashar. Oh, I want to do a whole episode on aliens, by the way. Side note, did we all hear that they're coming? Not that they're coming, like they've already been here, but did we all hear about, if you listen to Bashar, then you would already know 2027 is the year that everything changes. We are finally going to have open contact with aliens and literally everything is going to change. So anyways, side note, not to scare anyone. This is going to be so amazing and so positive, and I'm so grateful to be live during this timeline. Back to what I was saying. The reflection on the mirror. You have to be the one to smile first, and then your reflection changes. That's literally how the universe works. You move first, the universe follows. I want to share like what happened in my breakthrough. So I was kind of going through this like spiral of like what I felt like I needed to do, what my next moves were, and I was getting really burnt out just with the thoughts that I wasn't doing enough, I wasn't productive enough, I wasn't moving fast enough. And I was just feeling bad about myself because I wasn't getting the thing that I feel like I should have by now. I just feel like I was acting like a spoiled little kid. Like that's genuinely how I feel like I was acting because once I had this realization, I looked around and I'm like, "Wait, but you have always gotten what you've wanted. You have everything that you want. Like, what are we talking about here? It's just a process. Like, the things that you want in your life is a process. A lot of things now take time to manifest on our planet. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to get it just because you don't have the manifestation right in front of you. Feel like I needed to give myself the permission to just exist, like just be. Why am I always feeling like I'm in this race with the world of like what I feel like I need to have? It's exhausting. It's so exhausting. And I feel like maybe consuming a lot of content kind of gets in your head of comparison. But when you're just looking at your own timeline and like what you have now and what you're creating and what you see for yourself in your future, like being in that world of just pure excitement of the things that you want to create and knowing that you're going to do it, knowing it's going to happen in divine timing, that's actually the feeling that you want. So why are you not spending a majority of your time literally just sitting in those thoughts? Like literally just basking in the excitement of what you are going to create. So when I'm speaking about scripting and being in the gratitude, it's being in the gratitude of everything that you've created already for yourself that you have now and feeling gratitude for everything that you want to create for yourself and that you want to align and attract into your life as if you already have it. That's the better feeling because that's what actually makes you magnetic is just being someone that knows it's going to happen and is grateful for everything in life. You start to raise your frequency to align with all the desires that you want. I actually like my realization and like what I kind of came to was actually looked a little bit different. And this is like just so interesting when it comes to manifestation and healing your subconscious. So much is hidden where it's hard to actually like understand fully why you're not attracting the things that you want in life. Because something that I realized about myself was not feeling fully capable of creating my own success, which was my underlying root belief, which consciously didn't make sense, but that was something subconscious. It doesn't have to make sense. So subconsciously, I'm believing that, which a belief is now affecting my action, which is affecting what I'm able to attract. I went into doing a clearing, doing hypnosis to dig into my subconscious. In this clearing, or like when I was under this hypnosis, I went back to a moment 8 generations ago in my lifetime where, okay, this is gonna sound like if you've never done this before, this might sound like crazy, but I went 8 generations back and I was in a place where I was completely isolated. I was alone, and I think my whole family died. I felt so incapable of doing anything, and I genuinely couldn't because I didn't have community. And that feeling has now sifted into all my lifetimes and I haven't fully healed it. So today in this lifetime, I'm still feeling that feeling, even though I look around and I'm like, but look at your life now. How does this make any sense consciously? So when I went back into that lifetime and I got the lesson and I started going throughout my life, putting the lesson on every lifetime that I needed that lesson, that like, yes, I'm capable, I'm smart, I have wisdom, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh my God, all these lifetimes, all the wisdom and lessons that I learned in all those lifetimes, of course I'm capable. Of course. It just like blew my mind. It's so simple, but it's so powerful. And when I had that realization, I was like, oh my God. And then I literally pulled out a card from my deck. This is at Marley's Money Mindset Manifestation live event in Toronto. She just had it a couple weeks ago. I pulled out a card and it was, oh my God, it was so aligned. It was actually insane. Let me see. I took a picture of it. You've been training for this for lifetimes, the age of light. I'm like, that was literally what I wrote down after my healing. I was like, after the clearing, I literally wrote that down. That I have been going through lifetimes learning these lessons, and here I am. This is also you. Like, you have been here for generations and generations. You have reincarnated over and over and over again. And if you are going through something right now, you most likely have been going through it for lifetimes, because if it's coming up, it's for your opportunity to heal it, to pass it. We are, if you're listening to this, you are a generational curse breaker. Like, you are here to shift into a new timeline, to create a whole new generation of beings that believe in themselves, that are healing like so much chaos and trauma that we have held on and carried that isn't even ours. So props to you, first of all, because I know how much work it is, but also I need us to collectively take a chill pill and focus on all the things that we have, because we're also the luckiest generation so far. Because even just the fact that we have the time to dive into our self development and the capacity, generations before didn't have the tools, but also didn't have the time, even if the tools were available, did not have the time because they were just trying to survive, or didn't have the capacity, didn't have the emotional, mental capacity. You know, pat yourself on the back, because I know how much work and how exhausting it can be. I just need us to shift into feeling gratitude for everything that we have, because that is actually the secret sauce to attracting everything that you want. The work is always necessary, the work is always happening behind the scenes, always. But the energy behind you doing the work matters. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, obviously. But instead of every day feeling like I need to improve, I need to heal, I need to achieve, I need to fix, you never actually let yourself just be in the present moment. But ironically, the present moment is where all manifestation happens. Not in obsession, not in force, not in panic, but in peaceful alignment. And when you even let go of that pressure, that's actually when it can come to you. Because I feel like when you're putting so much pressure on the thing that you want, it isn't actually allowed to just flow to you. You need to just let go and allow it to come. And that's really being in your feminine energy, is just allowing yourself to receive. Overall, your state of being is joy, is ease, is expansion. That's why it feels so good, because it's your natural state. It's actually who you are. Whenever something feels not good, it's because it's not in alignment with who you truly are. So we're really just trying to bring you back to your baseline. obviously I have goals and I have plans on like what I want to create, what I want to attract, and I am making the moves and putting in the steps. But the energy behind everything that I'm doing is coming from gratitude, excitement, joy, and as much ease as possible. Ironically, that is literally what attracts it to me because you don't need to constantly feel like you need to fix. Like, I don't even like the word like fixing. And it's like you're changing, you're ever evolving, but it's actually just bringing you closer to who you already are. Like you right now, today, are already worthy and deserving and enough to have everything that you want. The only reason why you're not actually attracting is because you don't believe that. As soon as you actually just know, like skip the belief part, just know. When you have a knowing that you are already perfect, you are already worthy, you are already deserving, you are already capable, you are already successful, you are already rich, you are already beautiful, there's nothing more for you to actually do. You can just be. And in that being is just when everything just funnels into your life without you feeling like you even tried. Because actually, creating shouldn't be like working hard, it should be ease. It should feel like ease because it's you just doing something that you love without an expectation of an outcome, you doing it just because it feels good, and then you receiving that same frequency that you created that with. Like if you are creating with joy, you are receiving more joy. Like receiving more things that are going to bring you more joy. I'm so grateful that you're here. And yeah, let me know what you would like me to talk about next. Because if not, I just ramble on whatever lesson is kind of coming to me in that moment. I'm setting the intention that this episode is for the people that need it the most. And I'm so happy that you're here. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Love you. Bye.